Hi everyone, thanks for joining our webinar today. I'm Tony and I'm Wired's Head of Training. We'll start off this session with a little bit more information about Wired Plus in case you haven't dealt with us before. Now, we're a full service email marketing agency specialising in email marketing. Our clients range from small businesses to large PLCs and everything in between. We offer managed services through an agency style setup for clients who want to outsource their email marketing strategies, as well as offering support and training to clients who prefer to create email templates and campaigns before sending them themselves. Whether you're looking for a bespoke template, do-it-yourself email sends, or full campaign strategy and implementation, we can support you to success. Now, my own experience spans over 20 years, during which time I've been involved with digital marketing projects ranging from small, highly targeted postcode specific campaigns to full national and multinational integrated marketing strategies. I've worked across a number of B2B and B2C sectors and love sharing what I've learned through that time. Now, we always have a broad spectrum of attendees at our webinars, and the main aim of this one is to give you more information on creating engaging email marketing. Now, the webinar should run for about 30 minutes, and you can contact me directly after we finish if you've got any questions or if you want to have more of an in-depth conversation. So these are the areas that we'll be covering: why we think email is so important, why your email needs to be engaging, 5 key attributes of an engaging email, email relevancy, and email automation. So, the importance of email marketing. If you've used email marketing in the past, or if it's part of your current marketing setup, you may already be aware of the main benefits of emailing contacts. But if not, here's why we find it to be so important for a wide variety of businesses. Buyers are now in control of the buying process more than ever before. This has been a continuing trend for at least the last 10 years or so. You've probably experienced this as a buyer yourself too. You're now more likely to shop around, conduct research, and ask for recommendations on social media before ever considering purchasing a product or a service. Now, this change in human behaviour has led to digital marketing becoming a top priority for brands, especially the ones who are looking to keep in touch with the prospects and customers through this multi-channel decision-making journey. Now, anybody can send out email campaigns. Believe it or not though, some companies are still sending batch and blast email campaigns to get the brand and message out. This type of campaign can damage your brand and your customer and consumer relationships too. Now, consumers also have very short attention spans when browsing products, so it's important to create a strong brand and to make sure that you stand out from your competitors by sending personalised and relevant communications to your contacts. So to keep up with today's buyer, you need to know what makes email marketing engaging, how to communicate with your customers, and how to appeal to those customers too. Now, on screen we have a couple of statistics from eConsultancy that show the actual impact of email marketing. And the first is that 3/4 of companies agree that email offers excellent to good return on investment. And the second is that 83% of companies use at least basic segmentation for their emails. So, why is engaging email so important? Well, first of all, buyers are empowered. As we've mentioned, they're in control. 60% of consumers make the buying decision well before they approach your company or have any interaction at all with you. Consumers can access much more information than ever as well, so detailed specs, pricing, reviews of goods or services are all usually available online. And consumers are encouraged to share points of view on social media, and they're definitely not afraid of doing so either. Now, they also have broad access to resources, and they actively and proactively gather information across multiple channels too. So the next point to remember is that buyers know how to opt out. So consumers are used to marketing, and they can easily tune out messages. So think about the last time that you paid full attention to a TV advert, for example. Consumers also have very high expectations. They look for a unified and personal experience across all the marketing channels, and will easily get frustrated if your offering doesn't align across them as well. And also they expect an experience that's seamless and consistent across those too. So for these reasons, email matters more today than ever before. Some people are still arguing that email marketing's dead or dying, or that social media has overtaken email with instant messaging services. But we beg to differ. Email marketing is ultimately the central hub to any marketing activity. Now, an email address is also a unique identifier that can be used to tie up all the other data that you collect about your prospects and customers. Also, companies now have the flexibility to communicate across multiple channels. That definitely doesn't mean that email marketing is a tool that should be disregarded. So if you think about it, the chances are that every single one of your customers has and accesses an email address. Now, research also suggests that email is a customer preference, and these quotes show that 77% of consumers prefer to receive permission-based marketing via email, 58% of adults check their email first thing in the morning, and consumers who are active online cite email as one of their regular activities. So we've now covered why email is important, but we need to learn more about how to make your email engaging to your audience. So we'll explain how your emails can become engaging in just a few steps. The reason why we do that is from this quote: the best marketing doesn't feel like marketing at all. As we said before, it should be seamless and it should be consistent too. That quote came from Tom Fishburne, who's the founder and CEO of Marketoon Studios. So, part one then, the 5 key attributes of an engaging email. Now, to engage and succeed, your emails must be trustworthy, they must be relevant, they must be conversational, coordinated with your other marketing channels, as we've already discussed briefly, and they also need to be strategic. So looking at the first point, being trustworthy. Contacts will only open emails from companies and people that they trust. Their inboxes are far too noisy and full of spam for it to be any other way. Contacts are particularly cagey with the personal information, and they're often quite savvy when it comes to data protection too. So to gather information and to encourage contacts to give up the personal information, you need to be trustworthy. You can do that by obviously setting expectations during and after the opt-in process. So tell your contacts about what kind of email marketing you'll be sending them and how often. You also need to tell them what to expect next. So when are they likely to receive the first email campaign? How often after that will you be contacting them? What will they be actually receiving? You then need consistency. So don't say that you'll send monthly newsletters and then ignore your contacts. On the other hand, don't send them daily emails if they've only signed up for monthly newsletters. So in essence, don't make promises to your contacts that you can't keep. And also be legal and think about GDPR. So in the UK, it's a legal requirement to include an unsubscribe link in all of your email comms. You also have to deal with an unsubscribe request appropriately, which really means immediately. With the upcoming changes to data protection legislation in the form of GDPR, marketers need to make some changes to how they get and document consent from the contacts. Now, we're running a separate webinar on that topic, so contact us if you would like to learn more about it. So moving on to the second point, so being relevant. So moving on from trustworthy, your emails have to be relevant, and that means knowing your audience and what they want to get from your emails. So being relevant to your customers will definitely increase engagement with your brand, as you're showing your readers that you know who they are, what they're interested in, and ultimately what products or services are most suitable to them, or which content they want to read. You should also focus on being personal in your content and subject lines, so that you can demonstrate how well you know that audience. This is where readers truly feel like you're talking to them, and that they're not just a part of one big email blast. Now, if you're not sending relevant emails to your subscribers, it's likely that they'll opt out, they'll not convert, and ultimately won't engage with your brand either. So point 3, being conversational. So as I've already mentioned, your customers don't want to feel like they're part of one big email blast. When email marketing just started taking off, marketers basically translated what they were doing with their offline direct mail straight into email campaigns. They sort of blasted that information to as many customers and prospects as they could, and hoped that some sort of messaging would stick. The reality now, though, is that consumers want messages that flow from one to the next and that adapt to their situation, their behaviours and their feedback ultimately. So this is why being conversational is one of the key techniques in converting contacts into engaged contacts. And point 4, coordinating with other marketing channels. So The point really here is to consider how your email supports your overall marketing plan. Using email marketing isn't an option anymore, but how you support your other marketing activity gives you a lot of scope. During the research period before they buy, your contacts might view your site, check out your email, read your social feed, and then go back to your site again for some further information. You should know the journeys that your prospects and customers make, as this is crucial to creating any sort of marketing strategy in the first place. Now, your email marketing should be aligned with your overall brand message to deliver an integrated brand experience. As contacts use different channels for the research, it's important that your brand is represented correctly across them all too. So the next point, being strategic. So reacting to your contact's behaviour in a strategic way is one of the key elements of engaging emails. Insights such as understanding what time or when your customers like to receive emails, what type of content they're interested in, and what they usually spend are quite valuable assets to use within your email marketing campaigns and your marketing campaigns in general. Using the right email marketing software can make this job a lot easier, as you're able to use analytical tools to gain real-time customer insight. So you could look at things like engagement trends, maybe split testing subject lines or content, optimizing send times, and then looking to react accordingly and improve with each campaign that you send going forwards. So part 2, always relevant. Now, I want to dig a bit more into point 2 that we discussed a few moments ago. How exactly do you become relevant? Now, the graph on screen is something that we use to demonstrate how our lead generation strategy works. By sending batch and blast email campaigns to all of your contacts, you're likely to see quite a small return on investment and conversion rates, as you can see on the left-hand side of the chart. Instead, by sending campaigns that are targeted using the contact's interests or the behaviour with your campaigns, you'll become much more one-to-one focused, more personal, and will convert at a much higher rate, as you can see as you move towards the right-hand side of the chart. It's also worth pointing out, though, that continually sending sales campaigns won't engage contacts if they're not at the stage where they're ready to buy. So by sending a combination of sales campaigns and content-led campaigns, you'll position your company as a thought leader in your industry, and your company will be at the front of the contact's mind when they are actually ready to buy. So putting this theory into action, one of the tools that we use in order to send relevant campaigns is segmentation. This basically means splitting up your data into smaller groups of contacts or segments who all have similar characteristics. This additional focus helps you to laser target your content and messaging, which in turn increases engagement. Now that can be done in a couple of ways, based on who they are or based on what they've done or what they've shown you. So for example, you might want to send one version of a campaign to anyone that's opened an email from you. You could then send a different campaign to contacts that have never opened a campaign from you, but at a different time or with a different subject line to try and engage the contacts in a new way. And this quote really highlights how important advanced features such as segmentation are to your campaigns. 76% of all email marketing revenue came from more advanced practices such as segmentation than generic broadcast email, and that came from the DMA. Now, your content and brand image is important in increasing contact engagement and in standing out from your competition. This slide highlights how content and design can also boost engagement with your emails. Now, this campaign is an example from one of our clients, Natural Balance Foods. They sent this sales campaign to anyone that had previously opened a campaign that they'd sent. They also sent a special offer to any non-openers. Now the plan here was to engage contacts with something different in order to convert them into those engaged contacts. So the next time that the company sent a campaign, those non-engaged contacts would be more likely to open and click on the email, as they saw an enticing offer the last time they were contacted. So moving on to email automation. Now, automation is used to create a real-time, engagement-focused campaign structure that's personalised to consumer and reacts to their previous behaviour. The main benefits of automation include saving time, saving money, and also the marketer's effort. Automation will also help you push your contacts further down your funnels as they're regularly contacted with informative and sales-focused campaigns. The real key to a successful automation campaign is understanding your customer journeys, preparing and planning for them, and then delivering the right content within each campaign at the right time. Using an automation program and the tools that we've discussed during the webinar to send content that will be relevant for your contacts based on the behaviour and their individual needs will increase the return on investment from your email marketing strategies. So in a nutshell, by sending campaigns that are personal, trustworthy, relevant and targeted, your email campaigns will become more engaging. Your contacts will be more likely to react to your messaging and to follow your call to actions. And in turn, your conversions, your return on investment and your brand awareness will all increase. So that brings us to the end of the webinar today. I hope that you found the information useful and something that you can put into practice in your own campaigns. Please feel free to get in touch with myself or a member of our team on the details on screen. We'd love to show you how our software works and how it can help you. So thank you for taking the time out to watch the webinar today. Bye for now.